Welcome to like Pigs in Space, an arts and culture podcast. I'm Aaron Mason,
And I'm Max Mason.
and here we are again. And
Yeah.
after our recap, our field report,
Getting into the next batch of episodes, and
yeah, we're getting close to the half a century mark. So
yeah,
let's we'll try and get there strong.
yeah. The roundups always make it feel like a lot more significant.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
I know it's only 9 episodes that we're really
Yeah.
going over, but it's like it's a probably close to 12 hours worth of talking to
right. Right.
go over. And
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's been an interesting journey because we've talked a lot about a lot of things and we're still able to talk. and,
yeah,
and
right.
and and really the subject matter isn't enough to fill that much time. So which means the analysis and everything is really fostering good conversation, and it's
Right.
it's good. So it's good.
Really good. I've been enjoying it, and I got the last couple of episodes I got a little lazy and didn't take as many notes as I need
Yeah.
to. I think I can have good thoughts,
Yeah.
but I need to write them down first, or else they're lost.
Oh no, I think it's fine. I did when we were talking about this way back at the beginning. What I appreciated was that you said let's keep on a schedule, and
Yeah.
so that's really been helping. And I know that I've got to make time, and so it's good.
It's good.
So-
I like it.
All right. So what kind of journey are you taking us on today?
Well, it's gonna be a good one. I am full of pasta and ready to go. Just had dinner. I found a recipe that was a copycat of the 5 cheese ziti from Olive Garden,
Nice.
and it turned out really good.
Oh no.
Chloe was a big fan.
That's cool. Speaking of food, just real quick, I just saw that another chef from Tucson is a finalist in the James Beard Award, and it's the chef from La Frida, which I don't think you guys have been. It's a new.
I don't think
It
so.
went in. We went in, ate there when it first opened, and we're like, this is really good, and we've been back, and then each successive time we've gone, it's been harder and harder to get in.
Yeah.
I was like, we were here in the first month.
You should have
Show
a
us
reserved spot.
Yeah. But it's insane how quickly it took off. And
Yeah.
so I'm like, okay, it's not just us. It's not just food that we like, and they're really special. It's a special place. And it's good gourmet Southwest Mexican food. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be exciting. I hope she wins.
Nice. I still think about that Michelin taco shop you told me about.
Yeah.
It's in Mexico City, or
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
where it's like it's just the meat and the tortilla, and
Yeah.
that's it. It's crazy.
And it's insanely good too, and filling. I'm like,
Really, yeah.
yeah, because I was like, oh, I want to try all of these, and I hadn't followed what my traveling companion had done a couple of times, and I kept ending up with too much food because I didn't know what portions were at certain shops we went to,
Oh yeah.
and so that one he's like 2, and I was like, okay, 2. And why that is because they don't cook by the dish, they cook by the weight. So it's this much meat,
Yeah.
and they cook that up, and that's what you get. And it makes 3 tacos per. And so I was like at the end going, oh. It's like I only ordered 2 tacos.
Yeah.
And so it's good.
Cool. All right. Well, I guess we'll get started.
Awesome.
Today we're going to talk about, it's not exactly related, but we're going to talk about butterflies.
Okay.
Which I think is appropriate. Now that I just realized that the Arbuthnot book has a big butterfly on it. Didn't even click until right now.
Oh, well, see, it just everything's Everything's connected.
Yeah. Mostly the butterfly effect. And I want to talk about a really interesting one that I don't know if you've seen. It's kind of like a bit of a meme in a way, but
Okay.
it's the connection between 9/11 and the downfall of Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh no, really? I
Okay.
haven't seen that one.
So I'm going to be talking about something that is a part of this, but I'm going to skip over it for a second.
Okay.
So 9/11 happens. That's
Right.
what we'll start. And it was witnessed by somebody who took it as a sign to do something more, take a more risk in their life. And
Okay.
they started a band, and that band's music went on to inspire Stephanie Meyer while she was writing the Twilight series.
Oh. Okay.
So, which makes sense because of some of the songs and subject matters, and even in the ones that we'll talk about today, talk a lot about vampires.
Okay.
So Twilight comes out, very huge, successful, popular.
Yes.
And it also inspires a lot of fan fiction. And
Right.
one of those fan fiction writers was E.L. James, who
Okay.
wrote a fan fiction that, after changing some of the names, became 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh no. Huh. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 50 Shades of Grey, also very big, gets a movie made that
Right.
stars Dakota Johnson. And that's pretty
Right.
like her first big role, really. There's a few small background,
Yeah.
couple line things, but this is her like breakout thing.
Yes.
So that leads to her being a big star and eventually getting invited onto Ellen
Okay.
just to, talk like she does. And like one of the first things she says, like they sit down and Ellen's like, I heard you had a birthday party. I wasn't invited. And Dakota Johnson's like, well, actually, no, you were invited,
Oh,
but you
wow.
didn't want to go. I think she like went to a football game instead. And she's
Okay.
acting like, no, I would love to go to a party. And it's like, well, you didn't, I invited you and
Yeah.
you blew me off.
Oh wow.
And so that happens, and I think it kind of starts to show how maybe the friendly personality of Ellen is not so genuine,
Right.
and
Right.
encourage a lot more people to come forward, like other celebrities and employees of her. That leads to her getting fired.
Oh. More like canceled, but yeah.
Yeah, right. So
So
very crazy strain of
Yeah.
events. But we're going to go back to who saw this, and a lot of people saw 9/11, but
Yeah.
one person who saw it, saw the towers fell, was there,
Right.
there, was Gerard Way. I don't know if you've
Okay.
heard that name, but that inspired him to start a band. He was working as an intern at Cartoon Network at the time.
Okay. Oh wow.
Saw 9/11 happen and took it as a sign to be like, I gotta take a risk and I gotta start making music and see what happens. And that
Okay.
got some people together and formed the band My Chemical Romance.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the timing of all this is, I'm not putting them in the same order as what you're saying, and I didn't realize. I guess 9/11 looms larger than Twilight and My Chemical Romance, and so
Yeah.
and
A
so
little bit.
it seems more recent, and those seem like they've been. I don't know. It
Yeah.
seems like they were around longer.
Right.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they formed in 2001. So it's Gerard Way, he's a singer.
Okay.
Ray Toro and Frank Iero are on guitar.
Okay.
Gerard's younger brother, Mikey Way, is on bass.
All right.
It's kind of fun.
Okay.
And then they've had a couple different drummers, but the one I'm going to be talking about for this album was Bob Breyer.
Okay.
So that's the group. And so they had their first and second album I'll kind of talk about together. Because the first one was kind of not hugely received. It was a pretty small release. I don't think a lot of people heard it when it first came out.
Okay.
And that was called I Brought You Bullets, You Brought Me Your Love, was the album name.
Okay.
But their next album was 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, which was huge. Like very, very popular, especially songs like I'm Not Okay and Helena were kind of exploded in the whole emo pop punk scene. And not that they didn't really start that genre. It had been around for a while.
Yeah.
I was reading a little bit about it, and it has its roots in the DC punk scene.
Okay.
That's kind of where
Oh
things
wow.
starts stemming from.
Yeah, yeah.
But and there were, plenty of bands. I was obviously 4 when this
Okay.
started.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So I don't know exactly what it was like, but there was a lot of emo bands and punk bands and
Yeah. I mean, I reckon it was a thing even before My Chemical Romance.
yeah.
By a lot. So I mean, it kind of it's kind of stems off of the goth thing, kind of.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But so yeah, plenty of bands, but maybe not really at the creative peak. It could be a lot
Right.
of very similar stuff, trying to be like Taking Back Sunday or kind of like a Jimmy
Yeah.
Eat World kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
From what I understand is that My Chemical Romance did stand out as being unique among these groups, just because they had the same kind of energy and attitude as a lot of these bands, but they just wrote better songs,
Yeah.
like more enjoyable, catchier songs.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
For sure.
after these 2 albums, they decided to take a big swing for their 3rd album and try to make a rock opera.
Okay.
And so that's what we're talking about is their 2006 album, The Black Parade.
Yes. Okay. Very cool.
So I had this memory, and I don't know if it's how accurate it is, but I feel like you didn't want me to listen to My Chemical Romance. I know you didn't want me to listen to like Slipknot, and not that I was, but
Right.
that was one of the ones you're like, oh, they're just the worst. But I feel like My Chemical Romance was mixed in there too.
I don't think so.
Okay.
So I think it was maybe mixed in memory, but I don't think I've ever had a problem with that. And the only reason I didn't want you to listen to Slipknot is because they suck. But although I was watching something, there was a show, and one of the competitors on it was this guy, and he's very normal looking, but he's the lead singer of Slipknot. And
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't even, I had no idea what he looked like. He was very nice, but this is, his alter. So it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But I just didn't like their music. But
Mhm.
yeah, no, it was okay.
Okay. I don't know. It was just in there.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
funny
it's
though.
funny how those like new metal and death metal singers are always like very intense, but also just like Family Guy, like
Right.
people.
Yeah.
Like the the singer for Cannibal Corpse is like the nicest guy in the whole world,
Yeah.
and
That's funny.
he'll like clear out claw machines and donate all the stuffed animals to hospitals.
I hate to take a tangent real quick, but I just got to tell you something. Speaking of weird guys that are nice guys,
Mhm.
there's some show, some YouTube show that the people that run it, they pick a list of songs that they want bands to cover,
Okay.
and they invite bands, and they're like, the one, we have a set list, and it's not going to change, and so the longer you wait to come in, the less options you have.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun, but so the reason I watched it, because it was Guar
Oh yeah. Right.
doing West End Girls, West End Boys. Yeah, the Pet Shop Boys song.
Yeah.
West End Girls. They were doing a cover of West End Girls, which actually, when they were playing it, sounded like really. It's because it starts off a Western town in a dead end world, and so it sounds very Guar dark.
Right.
And then they blended it into the these are the friends that have died. These are the friends that have died. These are, and so anyway, sorry.
No,
Just they're a dark and weird and gross band, and it was the best thing.
yeah,
So,
it's cool.
but go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, no worries. So yeah, they decided to try to make a rock opera, an emo rock opera,
Awesome.
as they would, which is not a very easy thing to do. Like, it's not easy to make a good
Right.
rock opera that isn't super cheesy.
Right. Right. I
Um,
agree.
and I think the way they went about it is by kind of building on people who had done it successfully. So
Okay.
on this album, there's a lot of like Ziggy Stardust influence. Not maybe it's not a rock opera, but similar concept album.
It is. Yeah.
Also, The Wall is all
Yeah.
over this. Also, not a huge like rock opera, but Night at the Opera, the Queen
Right.
record.
Right.
A lot of Queen influence all over the place here.
That makes sense.
So, and yeah, just kind of built on how those bands went about it.
Yeah.
Also, in a similar way, they like how a lot of those really good like 70s, 80s albums
Right.
were recorded in like mansions
Oh,
and stuff. They
wow.
found an old spooky mansion to go record it in.
That's awesome. That is really cool.
It's the Paramore mansion in Silver Lake
Okay.
in
Silver
Los
Lake.
Angeles.
Oh, I bet that's creepy.
Yeah. And yeah, they did not have a good time there, apparently.
Oh no.
A lot of them had like ghost encounters and night terrors and like really severe depression. Mikey, I think, even developed like alcoholism and had to leave the band for a little bit because it was just so dark there. I think it's just more secluded than they wanted, but
Well, Silver Lake's a weird area anyway.
yeah.
We've been watching the history. The public television station in Los Angeles has history of Los Angeles, and there's just Silver Lake and that area. It's just old and weird. So that mansion looks,
Yeah. That's a
there's
ghost place.
There's a lot of weird stuff there, man.
Yeah.
I think it was in a movie,
I bet.
like way back. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. The other interesting, I mean, this kind of goes back to the founding of the band, but they all lived in New Jersey, and for the Black Parade, at the end of like their album cycle for it, they did this big live movie of them doing the whole album, and the main part of it is in Mexico City, but they did a smaller, more intimate version that's a little longer too. That was in Hoboken.
Oh wow!
So I was trying to see if they're like from Hoboken.
Yeah.
Hoboken.
Yeah,
but they're very close by.
Okay.
But not actually in the city.
Hoboken's kind of artistic nowadays.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, kind of artists and stuff. That's probably why they go from maybe a less artistic city and go to Hoboken, and it's right on the water too. So
yeah.
From what I know of their style, the trying to emulate some of the stuff of The Wall seems like it would be appropriate to the thematically to what they're doing.
Yeah.
So
I'll get into some of the inspiration they took, and like it's almost a little too close, but they do make it their own.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But so there is a story with the album, and the main premise is that a guy who's called the patient is dying of cancer like, pretty young. That's the main story. And so it's maybe not as linear or focused as something like The Wall is.
Right.
And in some ways doesn't always have that like huge, grandiose instrumentation. But I think that's what makes it their own and makes it more of an emo rock opera instead of just any old rock opera.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think this is a really important album. This band and this album is very much the groundwork for a lot of artists I really love now. Them, and especially with like Linkin Park mixed in. You wouldn't really have like 21 Pilots or Billie Eilish, or also the big inspiration to Fun and Post Malone, who I really like. I saw something, I was looking through the Wikipedia, and it said that this album was also the inspiration to some of the music on Frozen 2.
Really?
And I tried to read the article that it was citing, and I could only read like the first sentence because the page would get stuck and I couldn't go any further. So I don't know where that comes from, but maybe Frozen 2 also.
Maybe the structure. Yeah. What is it with your Disney movie tie-ins to weird stuff? That's
I don't know. I don't even like Disney that much.
right. Right. That's what I'm. Oh no.
Yeah, but it's really, really great. And there's plenty to go over. And I think
Okay.
time to get started.
Yeah. 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 Let's go.
So the album starts with the sound of an EKG and like a respirator kind of
Okay.
in the background. And there's a little like kind of muffle or, muted acoustic guitar just strumming the strings. And then all the singing acoustic guitar comes in. And it is, it's so close to 5 Years by David Bowie, the
Oh, yeah.
first
Yeah. Okay.
Ziggy Stardust song.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really, really close.
Okay.
But it's kind of like welcoming you to the show. Gerard kind of has this like a ringmaster of a circus kind of vibe.
Right.
There's this lyric where he's going through it, and then at the end, right before all the band comes in, he says, "So gather round, piggies, and kiss this goodbye. I'd encourage your smiles. I'll expect you won't cry."
Oh wow.
Which is really funny because it's a sad album that's coming up, and he's
Yeah.
like, "I expect you to be happy." When the band does come in, it's huge. It's so big and in your face, and it's a pretty simple riff that's going on. And it's just everyone's really giving it their all.
Oh, cool.
This is also like super In the Flesh inspired. The first song on the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
The main riff kind of has that, and so they do that kind of chorus. So there's not any singing; it's just that melody. And then there's these kind of like doo-wop snaps and like ooh,
Yeah.
going into the next one, into the
cool.
next verse. That's really fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun song. Like nothing. The lyrics are kind of dark and brooding, and
Right.
setting the mood, but it's a very fun, lively song. Something I noticed going through all this is that the phrase "come on" shows up in almost every song, and it could
weird.
kind of be seen as like an ad lib maybe, or just like a "oh yeah," like "come on."
Yeah.
But I think it is more like inviting the listener to be a part of the story. I think the parts where he says "come on" are very important parts in the song. It's not just random. At least I feel like it isn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely feels like more of an invitation instead of just a, filler word.
That's interesting. I mean, if it's a Black Parade, right? It kind of like a ringmaster,
Yeah. Right.
asking them, inviting them along.
Yeah.
So,
And it makes sense. I mean, Gerard Way is a very cartoony, loves comic books. I don't know. I think I've said this before to you, but after this, he went on to write the Umbrella Academy.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's his? Oh,
Yeah, that's
wow.
his. Same guy.
There you go. That makes sense. But wow.
Which I think is also why he was working at Cartoon Network, is he wanted to be an animator and make cartoons. But
Right. Wow.
But yeah, this song is great. Has these big like "save me" vocals at the end, and it all kind of builds and builds and builds until there's a flat line of the EKG
Okay.
and this kind of muffled, distorted guitar that's setting up the tempo for the next song. And it's just like this seamless transition into it.
Oh, wow.
I don't think I said it. First track is called "The End."
Okay.
Good place to start.
Yeah.
Track 2 is called "Dead," and it's like
Okay.
"dead" as an exclamation point.
Oh.
This also, in kind of keeping with the energy of the first song, the song is a lot faster, but it's still very upbeat. Kind of it's swung a little bit, which is always fun, and has this really good, quick guitar solo right in the beginning. And just the guitar solos through all of this are not very flashy or anything. They're really good and technical, but I think they didn't go too overboard with it, and I think that makes the solos seem more fresh and enjoyable in the long run, because
Okay.
you're not getting over like bogged down by just showing how good a guitar player they are.
Right. Right. Oh, wow.
And so I think at this point we're still kind of in the narrator's point of view.
Okay.
Also in this song is when the patient finds out that he's dying and that he's also wasn't that great a guy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, tons of energy, attitude throughout this. And then we get to the chorus, which says, "Have you heard the news that you're dead? No one ever had much nice to say. I think they never liked you anyway. Oh, take me from the hospital bed. Wouldn't it be grand? It ain't exactly what you planned, and wouldn't it be great if we were dead?"
Oh wow. Oh man. Yeah, that's not wow.
Yeah. And we get into later about why it doesn't say explicitly, but him dealing with his own feelings of why he's kind of doomed in a sense.
Right.
So we do that, get another verse, chorus, and then in the bridge, we get lyrics that are kind of from the doctor's perspective, is what it sounds like, diagnosing him. So it says, "And in my honest observation during this operation, found a complication in your heart so long, because now you've got maybe just 2 weeks to live. Is that the most the both of you can give?"
Oh.
Yeah. And the way he kind of says it too is kind of like, "And in my honest observation." He kind of like
so okay.
plays it up a lot.
Right. That
It's
sounds
great. He's super fun throughout this whole album.
That sounds like a more musical, like a Broadway musical style of interlude of the doctor coming in. Yeah, that's really cool.
And then I think it ends finally in the patient's perspective, where he's just kind of sick of life. And the lyric is, "If life ain't just a joke, then why are we laughing?"
Okay.
And it's kind of funny because it's buried underneath these like la 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 lyrics.
You're right.
But just this like very dismissive and sad perspective, even though it's like a very jovial kind of fun part of the song.
Oh no.
Great intro, kind of, these two songs kind of working as the intro to the album. A lot of fun.
That's cool. Yeah, that sounds interesting. How that's building.
Yeah. Okay, so then we move on to track 3, which is "This Is How I Disappear," which from the title is definitely a move into a more sinister kind of sound. This is like the first very minor song. It's still very fast and heavy, and it has this like, I don't know what it's called. I tried to look it up, but there's like 4 on the snare groove where it's just like ga ga gapu gapu.
Oh,
kind
cool.
of thing. I looked at. I guess it's very big in like Motown music.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
What was the song? There's one we talked about.
That sounds like the Gap band.
Mm-hmm.
What's the song? But it's like it sounds like you're hitting it in it and then getting a beat when you pull the stick up, right?
Yeah. Because you're, instead of doing the like kick drum on like the one or two, it's kind of on the offbeat. Yeah. Which is very fun. Anyways, it adds a lot of energy. I guess it's really big in like punk too because of that amount of energy.
That's funny.
And so I think there's a few different ideas about what this song really is as part of the narrative. So I wrote down 3. That's kind of what I was picking up on. Okay. First one is just kind of feeling alienated from everyone, how he's pushed everyone away throughout his life, and it kind of has to now die alone. And that's the chorus is, "And without you is how I disappear and live my life alone forever now."
Okay.
So there's that. But also throughout the song, there's a lot of like seance imagery, trying to contact maybe like lost loved ones to see if there's some sort of afterlife. But along with that, there's also a lot of fear about the afterlife, knowing what he's done and knowing his faults and his misdeeds.
Right. Oh man.
But there's this, it's really, I think this is one of the more, a really great early example of how great the songwriting is. Because there's this really cool like octave riff thing that helps transition from the verse to the chorus. It's really fast, a little bit, and it's fun. It's like very interesting. But they take that riff and kind of rework it into the breakdown of the song, where it's like heavier and everything's kind of more distorted. Cool. And it reminds me of other songs that will do that. They'll have some melody kind of floating in the background that you hear and it's there, but it's not the most important thing. And then when it comes up later in the song, it's kind of like this built-in nostalgia in a way.
Yeah. I like that. We've been talking about that in a few of the artists doing that and developing that. That's really cool.
In the bridge, you get the lyrics. Can you hear me cry out to you? Words I thought I'd choke on, figure out. I'm really not so with you anymore. I'm just a ghost, so I can't hurt you anymore. So it does that, goes into the breakdown, and he says, and now you want to see how far down I can sink. Let me go. And then he swears. And then he says a few different times, like, well, now so you can. He's kind of created this seance, let people see, let whoever's on the other side see his darkness, his how far he can sink.
Oh, wow.
Really heavy song, but a really great song, I think. The one other thing I really love about this is in the second chorus, it starts with Gerard saying that instead of and without you. It's I forget what the lyric is, but it makes sense that he says that without you is how I disappear.
Okay.
But the way he hits that is really like nasty and like that. And it's great. I love it. It's like one of my favorite parts of the whole song.
Oh, that's funny. That is kind of a that's kind of a punch.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And then going on to track 4.
Okay.
Is The Sharpest Lives. And so it starts with this kind of palm muted guitar chord that it almost sounds like it's sampled, like they played it once and it's like very sharp, like
oh, okay.
but I think it also kind of plays into The Sharpest Lives because it sounds very stabby and cutting into the track.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
And all about how like lives of like partying and drinking, probably a life very similar the patient lived. Maybe a more exciting life like that leads to the most suffering.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that quote that's Neil Young, the like it's better to burn out than fade away.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But this is kind of arguing that maybe not. So in the chorus, it's give me a shot to remember, and you can take all the pain away from me. Your kiss, and I will surrender. The sharpest lives are the deadliest to lead. A light to burn all the empires, so bright the sun is ashamed to rise and be. In love with all of these vampires, so you can leave, like the sane abandon me. Bring up those vampires.
Yeah.
This is also kind of one of the more cinematic songs too, or kind of theatric songs, because a lot of the verse lyrics, there's like whispers in the background whispering the lyrics along with it.
Oh,
there's kind of like this texture in there, and it has this like really cool breakdown part. It's like bridge interlude. It has one of my favorite bass lines on the album. It's very feels like almost Baroque inspired. It's fun to play, but very kind of really difficult for a part that you could easily miss out on.
Right.
And even lower in that are these kind of like Gregorian monk chants in the background. It's great. That's super fun.
That's interesting. But creepy, right? Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, in this, there's a lot of like bending guitar sounds that kind of, sound like a car kind of rushing past you, that sound.
Oh, yeah.
Like scratchy, like stuff.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But it kind of does the chorus, and then it goes back to that same kind of stabby guitar sample that kind of, it ends with it dropping in pitch like it's being like you turned off a record player.
Right. Okay.
With the needle still on it.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then we get to kind of the crown jewel of the first half, which is Welcome to the Black Parade. Yeah. And this is such a good song.
Yeah.
I considered doing this episode just on this song.
Yeah.
I just think there's so much to it in the composition and the lyrics and just everything about it.
The storytelling, yeah.
Yeah, the storytelling.
Do you think that this reflects their actual outlook on life, or do you think it's a persona that they're inhabiting because they have an interest in it? Like it speaks to his preferred comic book style or something like that. Is it playing a character, this band, like this Gerard, or is it truly they're this dark and this depressed and angry. What?
Yeah, I think that they are playing it up in a way, but I do think that outside of the narrative, it is kind of more. It can be seen as like a reflection on the band and how they're seen in the greater music scene,
Okay.
because they're all a bunch of dorks, really,
Okay.
and they've said a lot how like fed up they are with being or when they were touring being billed with a lot of these other emo bands who are very kind of misogynistic and
Right.
womanizers, and they're just not that.
Oh, well, that's good.
um, they're like, yeah, we don't really go out and party. We just sit in the bus and play like Nintendo 64 and or something, or like GameCube. Um,
Yeah.
so I do think that there is some darkness and some actual struggles that they inhabit, but I
Yeah.
do think they kind of use that to create the story.
Yeah.
I don't think this is something they've experienced firsthand, or maybe they've known someone dying of cancer. It's
Right.
pretty common.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but just using that as an exploration of death and defiance and what someone would do when they're kind of looking down
Yeah.
death coming their way.
Yeah. It seems like it's probably better writing because it's conceptualized as a story
Yeah.
and not like I'm just got to get my emotions out. It's more a good analysis of how the different characters would address it or how they would feel about it.
Hmm.
Probably you can develop a stronger character by making a collaboration of various characteristics of various people
Yeah.
that so I it's nice to know that they are not go out and party types. I I always think about there's an interview with the Black Keys,
Oh yeah.
and and they're like, well, hey, what, rock and roll lifestyle, like, dude, my grandma watches our stuff. I can't, what am I gonna say to my grandma if I'm out partying and being an idiot?
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
like what a good guy.
Yeah.
So I think about the artists that are just trying to live their lives and not trying to be a rock star,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So that's neat.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. I think along with that is that with this song, this is kind of more of a like personal
Okay.
philosophy of Gerard, which is that kind of has this belief that death will come for you in the form of your most cherished memory. So,
Hmm.
and I think says that this isn't his most cherished memory, but he does have a very clear memory of going to a marching band parade and seeing the big floats overhead and kind of how surreal an experience that was, especially being young.
Yeah.
And so I do think that plays a big role in this like Black Parade concept. But for the song and for the album, it is the most cherished memory of the patient is going to this marching band show with his dad.
It might not say it in the lyrics, but it does have an allusion to it. So what you're saying actually plays into the mythology of the siren,
Okay.
and so the siren song tempts the people with a changes them to be thinking that they're doing a great thing or they're fulfilling their destiny.
Yeah.
So a fondest memory, but it does say in the lyrics, "Just a man, I'm not a hero," and so that could be taken as being the savior of the how's it go?
The broken, the
Yeah,
beaten, and the
yeah,
damned.
yeah, yeah. It could be seen as that, but also the illusion of the heroes are the ones that get tempted by the sirens in
Yeah.
in in mythology. So that's
Yeah.
yeah, that could. I mean, it may play into it a little bit of that being your fondest memory is what takes you to your death.
Yeah.
Is kind of like a siren song.
Yeah.
So
And I think, yeah, it's interesting in the lyrics too, because as his dad is talking to him, I think one of the last lyrics he says is like, because one day I'll leave you a phantom to lead you in the summer to join the Black Parade. So like
oh yeah,
someday I'll be gone too, and I'll be here in this parade to welcome you
mm,
into it.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's comforting, but
Yeah.
also sad.
Yeah. I think that's kind of a lot of what this song is. It is a very confident,
Yeah.
positive song while still being pretty dark. But yeah, I mean, it starts with that very famous, iconic piano
Right. Right.
riff. So good. And this first part is just perfect. I think everything has like kind of an opposing melody. The vocal melody is different from the piano, and that's
Yeah.
different from the guitar part, and that's different from the drum part, and but it all works together to like fill in all the little spaces.
Right.
That is very symphonic and theatric and
That's I kind of wonder with that iconic piano, like in Wayne's World, they go to the instrument store and like, no stairway.
yeah.
Like if you go and try a piano and at Guitar Center, it's like, no Black Parade.
Yeah. I wonder. It'd be fun to go to a really crowded one and just hit the first note and see how many people look over.
Yeah. Like, no, don't do it.
Yeah. Anyways, it's just great. And I think if this song was just the first like minute 45, however long that first section is, be
Right.
perfect. But then they keep going and it becomes
Right.
even more perfect.
Yes. Yeah.
It's super triumphant, you know, big horns and everything. And then it transitions into like just a super solid, strong emo kind of power ballad.
Truly, it does. Yeah.
And I think it's what a lot of pop punk and emo bands want to sound like.
They wish they had that driving tempo that really is. It kind of is a wave. The way this song develops, it's like a more like a not even a tsunami. Like it's rolling. It rolls through the last part and just yeah. It's got power.
I think you kind of get the sense that the intensity with which they play their instruments is like, this is just the way it had to be. Like if they picked up a guitar, this is what it was going to sound like, instead of this is what it needed to sound like.
Right.
This is like, this is just me playing an instrument. This is the intensity that I have.
Right.
I'm not trying to be anything. We're just making this song. If that makes sense. I don't know if I explained that right.
No, it makes it more natural. You're not forcing something. You're not making it more complicated than it needs to be, but it is as complicated as it is because it is.
Yeah.
It's doing what it needs to do.
Yeah. Like, the musical choices aren't inspired. I mean, they are inspired, but they're not inspired by anything. They're just very natural.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of interesting song too, because a lot of it is very much opposing the like despondent and dismissive lyrics of the past couple songs, where the whole thing is that you should go on living and everything goes on living and we're all kind of a part of this, you know, that whole "we'll carry on" lyric.
Right.
I really like the second verse. Just each line just kind of builds this like darkness and emo-ness, but in such a great way.
Right.
So he says, a world that sends you reeling from decimated dreams, your misery and hate will kill us all. So paint it black and take it back. Let's shout it loud and clear. Defiant to the end, we hear the call.
Oh, wow.
It's just like every kind of dark word you could have in there.
Right.
But it's very empowering, and you can definitely tell why a lot of maybe angsty teenagers would have loved this. And
yeah. Well,
in a way, and you get to the chorus like, "We'll carry on, and though you're dead and gone, believe me, your memory will carry on. And though you're broken and defeated, your weary widow marches."
Yeah. That's another line from The Simpsons where Bart's like, making teenagers depressed is like shooting fish in a barrel. Because they go to a show and Smashing Pumpkins is playing and they're like,
yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah, because yeah. So
it's cool.
Very cool.
This is also really cool. There's in the bridge here, the vocal melody is almost like, sounds like it's from Annie in a way.
That's weird. Well, no, okay. All right.
As it's like, do or die will never make me, that kind of,
Right.
and it's like everyone singing it, and yeah, it's just such a good song. But yeah, huge horns, very defiant to the end, and the whole song is very like in your face, and like, we're here, can't stop us, until the very last moment when there's this big boomy bass drum hit that kind of echoes out.
Cool.
Yeah, just a great song, and
Yeah.
there's a lot more could go into it, but a lot of these songs are great songs, and I don't want to play favorites too much.
No, slide them all. Just give it all your love, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's so good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Next is track 6, which is I Don't Love You.
Okay.
This is kind of a little bit of a slower jam, still very driving, a lot of energy behind it. But I think it's also one of the more powerful songs on the album that maybe doesn't always seem like it is, because it comes directly after Welcome to the Black Parade, which is
right.
Obviously huge. I think this one compares very well to it.
Okay.
So the song, he's kind of like begging this love interest, whoever, to leave him out of not loving him, not because of anything he did.
Oh, okay.
The chorus is, when you go, would you even turn to say, hey, to say, I don't love you like I did yesterday. And all the verses are just like, I don't want this to be my fault. Just say you don't love me, because it'll make this easier.
That's okay. Yeah.
You get more come on lyrics going into the guitar solo, where you just kind of get to feel it all. Great.
Yeah.
But I really love this last, kind of reworks the lyrics of the chorus a little bit, when he says, when you go, would you have the guts to say, I don't love you like I loved you yesterday. And it's a lot quieter here. It's just like an electric piano, and it sounds like he's saying it with his, like, gritting his teeth, or he's like, would you have the guts to... It's great. There's a lot of anger behind it. Just love it.
Good angst.
Yeah. This one always gets me, gets that, like, I looked it up recently, because I was like, why do I cry so much at songs when I'm not sad, and they're not sad songs, but they're just like good songs? Like, why am I tearing up so much? I guess it could be something called frisson.
Okay.
FRISSON. And it's just kind of that feeling, just kind of overwhelming feeling from having positive stimuli, I guess, which I guess isn't something that everyone experiences. And I think it's not because I'm super sad or it's making me emotional. I think I just like music, and hearing good music makes me feel good. Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, this is one of those. It's just always kind of is overwhelming. It's very crushing in a way, while also still sounding very uplifting. And I also kind of have a weird connection. I think the first talent show I did in high school, I think it's the one where I did Cathedral.
Right.
I think there was a girl who sang this song at it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
I at least remember her in the rehearsals.
It could have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just reading on your frisson.
Mm-hmm.
Aesthetic chills.
Yeah. Happens a lot.
That's interesting. I think that maybe that's because we were talking about how we picture songs.
Yeah.
So it says it could be an evolutionary purpose, a reward mechanism for acquiring new information, understanding, or so.
That's good.
It may also represent a benign masochism, where the brain enjoys a perceived but safe threat.
Maybe
I like feeling dangerous.
Yeah.
That's
That
gonna be
makes
the.
sense.
That's your band name, man. That's
Feeling dangerous.
no Frisian. You got. We are Frisian. I
Yeah.
like that. That's what I'm gonna call you, Frisian, or your superhero name.
Frisian.
Yeah, Frisian boy. That's you.
Reasonable. Yeah. Cool. Nice.
I
Cool.
like it.
Awesome. All right. Next song. About halfway done here. Cool.
Okay.
So next song is House of Wolves.
Okay.
So this song and a later song are very, very like cabaret influenced, or like, you know, that kind of like
Yeah. Yeah.
um
Okay.
this one's very fast, kind of punky. And it's interesting because in this song and the later song both have to do with like, in this one he's like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to hell, like I'm not a good person. And I was trying to see like, why is this sound of this style of music is so associated with hell? Like if in a show or anything when they go to hell it sounds like this.
Yeah.
And I couldn't really find anything too solid.
I think it probably goes back to minstrel shows, and so it's more of a creation of the jazz of the time, and that was always associated with it in vaudeville or the minstrel shows. They do the more probably like a lot of enticing horn, like like a sexy trumpet, and but yeah, that's probably where it's tied to, and that New Orleans voodoo jazz.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is you know
See
that. Yeah, so kind of slinky and yeah.
Yeah. Well, this has a lot of that. Sounds very
Cool.
that inspired. I think there's a lot of, so yeah, he's like pretty sure he's going to hell. Not a good guy. But I think there's also this like battle with like innocence and wickedness, and trying to like reconcile the both of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, in the chorus it says, say what I want to say. Tell me I'm an angel. Take this to my grave. Tell me I'm a bad man. Kick me like a stray. Tell me I'm an angel. Take this to my grave. So he knows that he's a bad guy, but he's wanting those around him to see him as a good guy, and he'll just take the bad secrets to the grave. And
right.
And there's this really cool like post chorus little chant where it's like SINISIN.
Yeah,
It's like sin,
yeah.
I sin.
I like the, I don't know what it sounds like on the song, but I like the opening lyric that says, well, I know a thing about contrition because I got enough to spare.
Yeah.
And I'll be granting you permission because you haven't got a prayer. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah. The other thing, playing this like very animated thing is, I think it's in the second verse. There's like this like ashes to ashes.
Oh, okay.
Lyric.
Yeah.
And he does it once, and then the second time he does it, he like rolls his R into it. Rashes to ashes.
Yeah. We got innocent.
It's super fun.
Yeah.
Anyways, good song, very, very fast and loud.
Cool.
And we go into the next one, track 8, which is Cancer.
Yay.
Yeah. It's kind of, a brief respite from his fear of hell to focus on the pain of cancer. And I think you really kind of feel it in this song. You feel how much like the cancer is eating him up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just kind of a piano ballad. It's pretty soft the whole way through. And there's a couple points you could focus on, but I'm going to focus on the one that 21 Pilots also focused on when they did the cover of this. And it's that my brothers and my sisters still, I will not kiss you.
Okay.
I think that's kind of the most, I've always been drawn to that lyric before hearing that cover.
Yeah.
Because I think it kind of, he's wanting a lot of distance, I think, in his passing. So he's not wanting comfort from those who love him to make this easier for him. He's like, if I know that people are going to miss me when I'm gone, that's the hardest part.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, because they did some I feel bad because I didn't know this was a cover.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I feel out of it. I guess I didn't listen to this album enough. But that's really cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I think they also knew it was an important lyric because they reworked that into the chorus of their cover.
Their cover's longer than the more lyrics than the original.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think was this on an album or was it like a main album?
I think it was a special thing for like the 10-year anniversary. They had a different artist cover every song.
Okay. So
yeah.
Okay. How'd I hear it then? That's weird. Okay. Cool.
They promoted their cover a lot. And it's a good song.
Yeah, that's I immediately thought, didn't 21 Pilots do this?
Yeah.
But cool. Neat.
Yeah. Anyways, really, really sad song.
Yeah.
So next track is Mama. So this one we go back to that cabaret sound. But it's cranked up on this one. Like it's extra cabaret.
Well, I see in here it says it's featuring Liza Minnelli, so
yeah.
So that makes sense because that was her big play.
Well, it was Cabaret.
Cabaret, yeah. Interesting.
So I think the difference between this one and House of Wolves is where he's just like, I'm sure I'm going to hell. Where it's like this one, he knows it and he's very afraid of it.
Okay.
I think he's like not too happy, even though it feels like it's inevitable. Because that's like the first lyric is like, "Mama, we all go to hell."
Right.
This one even sounds like, it's demented. Like it sounds like weird circus music at points. It has this like these bells in the background that's just kind of like ding 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 ding.
Oh, weird.
Wild. But you get that, and then the choruses are just like full on emo, big heavy chords, big kind of soaring vocals. Really fun, really cool. I really like. So he has this melody like "Mama, we all meant full of flies," whatever. But in the second part of that verse, it kind of breaks into this even more cartoony bit where he's like, "Well, mother, what the war did to my legs and to my tongue. You should have raised a baby girl. I should have been a better son. If you could coddle the infection, they can amputate at once. I could have been a better son."
Ooh.
And he's like, just kind of not shouting, but very like, talk singing this part. And then there's like little voices that come in to like kind of mock him along the way. And super cool.
No.
So you do that, get a chorus. We get another verse where it's kind of amped up a little bit, the guitar part, and then you get these like kind of harmonized screams that go into this like crazy breakdown part that kind of harmonize like sirens going off, and you get him like calling out for mama, and and then we get the part with Liza Minnelli. It's pretty short. She doesn't sing that much in the song.
Yeah.
Where what she says like, "If you could call me a sweetheart,
I'd maybe then sing you a song."
Yeah.
And
then this outro part is so good too. So it's the same riff, same chords as the beginning verses and stuff, but they move it into 3/4, so it's kind of this like waltz in a way.
Oh.
And it's this big, like, if it was a theater production, it'd be like the whole ensemble singing. It's like, "We're damned after all, through fortune and flame we fall. And if you can stay, then I'll show you the way to return from the ashes you call. And then we all carry on from our brothers in arms are gone, or when our brothers in arms are gone. So raise your glass high, for tomorrow we die and return from the ashes you call."
Oh, wow.
It's huge, and he's kind of like singing this like counter stuff that's way high, and it's super fun, crazy song.
That sounds fun.
And then you get a little outro with just like an accordion and violin kind of playing the melody, that would fit that kind of style.
Yeah.
Just wild. The other thing with this song is that when I was reading Slaughterhouse-Five, I had this song stuck in my head the whole time.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, I feel like it ties in very well to that book.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think it is directly inspired or has any sort of connection, it just feels like there should be one.
Yeah, maybe it's in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So next song, Sleep, I think it's appropriate that you brought up Smashing Pumpkins.
Okay.
So this song starts with a like tape recording of Gerard talking about his like night terrors he's had
Yeah.
while they were recording, which is an idea that they got from a Smashing Pumpkins song. And I don't remember which one, but it kind of has the same thing where it's a tape recording of Billy Corgan talking, and they like speed it up to pitch it up, and they reverse it back a couple times, and I think when there's some interview talking about like, oh, this sounds like it was very inspired by this Smashing Pumpkins song,
Oh.
and I think Gerard is like yeah, I pictured our career going in the same direction as Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. And like how free and creative and artistic that they were, kind of wanted to follow
Right.
in those same footsteps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is fun. That sounds like the more I hear about the Smashing Pumpkins, 'cause I didn't hear a lot of the lore of them or anything, but
Yeah.
it's a wonder they made music, because his first introduction to the bass players, the lady,
Yeah.
was confrontational at best. And
Yeah.
it didn't get better.
Right. Yeah.
But that tension created the music, you know.
Right.
So it's very funny how it's like, I had a horrible experience the first time I met her, and yet we still made a band together. I'm like, what is your problem, dude?
Right.
So yeah, that's really cool.
It's really cool. So yeah, this one it kind of starts with a piano while this tape recording stuff is going on, and then you get these probably some of the heaviest guitars on the album, and this like really fast kick drum in the drums just gives it a lot of speed. I don't think this is the fastest song, but it feels very intense, like very energetic,
Cool.
and I think it's kind of about trying to reconcile these like past misdeeds within himself or with others, how they see him, hoping that he can just sleep and wake up beyond his problems.
Oh, okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. There's just like in the chorus, there's this very like almost like cliche lead guitar part that I don't think they're the first to do it, but it's all over emo music.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's like ba 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 da 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 ba.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Which is funny because it ties into the butterfly thing, because there's a part in Decode by Paramore
Okay.
that has a very similar part, and that song was used in the soundtrack for Twilight.
Oh.
But all coming together.
It's totally meta.
Yeah. So good. So it builds and builds. There's these like just sleep lyrics or vocals at the end that kind of soar above everything else. And as the band starts trying to, kind of taking over, he has these like blood curdling screams of wake up, and they're there. You can tell that they're there, but they're buried by the rest of the band.
Interesting.
Like for a long time, I didn't hear them. But when you pick them out, it's like the craziest screaming ever.
Yeah.
So it goes that he's overpowered by the band, and then everything kind of fades out as you hear like the tape recorder being shut off. And
Wow. That's
stuff.
fun. Yeah, that's fun.
So next song. It's called Teenagers, and this is a pretty stark deviation from the rest of the album.
Okay.
So the like inspiration of it is, so Gerard wrote it after he had kind of like a panic attack when a bunch of teenagers got on the subway while he was writing it, and when he brought it to I think Frank, the other guitar player, he's like, are you serious? Like, are you joking? Or is this actually a song you want to do? So I'm not really sure how much it fits into the narrative of the whole album, and you can make it work because it doesn't really feel out of place, even if it's not very attached to the main story.
Right.
But yeah, you get these verses about like judgment from adults with really no merit. You're just kind of seen as like this as a kid as having these like issues or being very self-centered or scary, you know. And then the chorus, you get the lyric is, they said all teenagers scared the living crap out of me.
Yeah.
They could care less as long as someone will bleed. So darken your clothes or strike a violent pose. Maybe they'll leave you alone, but not me.
Was this one kind of a big hit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It was.
Because I recognize this lyric, but also the fact that it. So there's some songs in The Wall that step out of
Oh yeah.
the, and so this kind of does that, like, where it kind of, you've got this melancholy and oppressive thing, and then you have this song that pops out that you're like, where'd that come from? Like,
Yeah.
Young Lust, that might be it. Where it's just like, it's weird because it's very rocking and kind of a standalone on its own.
Yeah.
Because it kind of is a vignette of him being out of his kind of mental prison that he's in,
right.
in The Wall. So yeah, I think it's Young Lust. I think that's the one that just like interesting.
Yeah. It's also it's also even more of a diversion because it's kind of like a southern rock song in a way.
Yeah.
It's very like, I wrote 12 bar blues, but that's not right. It's only 8 bars. At least on this one, 12 bars is a thing.
Yeah.
But this is only 8 bars. It kind of reminds me of, in a way, the song Swimming Pools by Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Where like that song sounds like it's some sort of like drinking party anthem if you just listen to the chorus.
Right.
But if you listen to the verses, it's all about like why he doesn't drink, why he thinks it's harmful.
Right.
And the peer pressure that is trying to get him to drink a lot.
Right.
And so this song, I don't think is necessarily about teenagers being scary. It's about older people not understanding teenagers.
Right. Interesting. That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you just listen to the chorus, it would make you think the other thing.
It's funny that this song, I mean, a lot of these songs are showpieces that it's funny they're on the same album, but it's right that they're on the same album.
Yeah, right.
That's the fun thing about it.
It's a fun song. I remember hearing it first when I think it was playing Saints Row with Brendan.
Okay.
I think this is one of the songs you could listen to on the radio. Oh, which is fun. Not a game we should have been playing at that age, but
that's why you're messed up.
Yeah, maybe. It's funny. It's a really funny song, like, especially during the guitar solo. Like I can very clearly see people doing like a 2-step dance to this, and it's so hokey and fun, and
yeah,
it's great. So cool. Track 12, we get Disenchanted.
Okay.
And this one kind of starts with another kind of soft acoustic, slow picked part that I think is more of that Wall influence. Kind of sounds like Goodbye Blue Sky.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, not the exact same chords, but that kind of like softer acoustic part. And I think it's maybe a little bit more of a self-insert track.
Okay.
For Gerard, kind of about like being disenchanted with like society and fame and influence. There's lyrics about like surviving high school to see his heroes sell a car on TV. Yeah. And there's even a little bit of a kind of an homage to witnessing 9/11, where he says, "It was the roar of the crowd that gave me heartache to sing."
Cool.
But really,
that's wild. Really
good. I think it's also kind of, maybe I'm just kind of looking too into it at this point. But I think the patient, character of the whole story realizes that My Chemical Romance is writing songs about him. and isn't too happy about it.
Oh no. Yeah, okay.
Um,
That's interesting.
yeah. So the chorus is "You're just a sad song with nothing to say about a lifelong wait for a hospital stay. And if you think that I'm wrong, this never meant nothing to you."
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
Maybe that's not
yeah,
what they're going
yeah,
for, but that's what
yeah.
it feels like.
Yeah, that's a really interesting. I like the "You're just a sad song with nothing to say." It's mean.
Yeah. Like writing about him's like this lifelong wait for a hospital stay. Is like, I'm actually dying and you're just writing sad songs about
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
Anyways, really fun. I really like the last chord of the song because it kind of feels like there's a lot of tension to push through the notes. You hear it and it sounds like it was hard to
Yeah.
do that.
Interesting.
Oh, just a nice sound.
Yeah. Cool.
And we get to the last song, track 13, which is Famous Last Words, which is a good
Okay.
place
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
stop. So this one starts with vocal. Vocal is the first thing you hear, and you get these like a little bit of muffled guitar accompanying it. And it goes through that, and you get these big band hits that sound. Maybe it's just because of what I've been listening to recently, but it sounds very like Black Sabbath inspired.
Okay.
Like some of the guitar riffing,
Cool.
which is really fun, and it works for this one. I think this is like one of the more like quintessential emo tracks. It's just, again, what a lot of emo songs want to be.
It's the right title for
Yeah,
an emo song.
right.
It's good. Yeah.
And in the verses, he's like feeling weak, probably from the cancer, but I feel like he's questioning his resignation, questioning his like giving up and just letting himself die. Because especially in the chorus, it's I'm not afraid to keep on living. I'm not afraid to walk this world alone. Honey, if you stay, I'll be forgiven. Nothing you can say can stop me going home.
Oh wow.
So there's also, this kind of works as like a chorus part 2, because it ends up kind of layering over the chorus later in the song. But it's the part where I see you lying next to me with words I thought I'd never speak, awake and unafraid, asleep or dead. And so I think in this song, it can maybe feel like they're trying to force a happy ending. But I think it leaves it open. He either is going to fight and get better, or accept that he is dying and try to leave the world with dignity and die with dignity, instead of feeling sorry for himself and focusing on all the bad things he has done. And I think it's more.
Yeah, I wonder if he means, so with the "I'll be forgiven, nothing you can say can stop me going home."
Mhm.
Which does he mean? Which home? Like
Yeah.
dying and going on, or "I'm not afraid to keep on living." It's kind of funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder. I wonder.
But it's very, very anthemic, very powerful. And also, the chorus has a really simple melody. I think you're supposed to be able to latch onto it immediately and just start singing along,
That's
because there's not a
cool.
lot of notes to get along with. You just got to know the words and you're there.
Right.
Very
Yeah.
straightforward.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's cool as these like the second chorus part and this like chant, the "not afraid to keep on living," the band kind of instrumentation kind of fades out as these group vocals keep going, and they kind of take center stage, finishing out the chorus. And so the last thing you hear is "nothing you can say can stop me going home." Just completely uninterrupted by any instruments or anything. It's just vocals, and that's the end.
That sounds like an appropriate way to kind of a punch to end it off. He gets the
Yeah.
last word.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
I will say there is a bonus track, and I usually don't mention them too much, but this one's pretty well loved. It's called Blood, and this song is goofy.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like an old timey radio show song. I think it kind of acts as like some comic relief. It is like a hidden track, on
Yeah.
the kind of about how like conformity drains you. And so the chorus is like, so give them blood, gallons of the stuff. I think I saw one interpretation that's like he's waking up from the dream of this album. And it's like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
stupid. I don't like that. But that
Oh,
wasn't from anyone in the band, so I don't think I'm not gonna give it too much credit or anything.
right, right. It's always interesting, like, if the intention was to write this whole rock opera and to successfully do it is,
Mhm.
is pretty impressive. I just, and it's probably very well planned and intentional. And
Yeah.
then I saw a clip today. This guy was talking about working with Ozzy Osbourne,
Mhm.
and he has a recording of, is it Paranoid or something like that, and
Yeah.
one of those songs, but it's before he had lyrics. He just knew what he, and so he's just saying kind of lyrics that are kind of gibberish, but
Mhm.
they're the right tune and timing.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I'm like, those aren't those are weird, those are dumb. But the guy's like, he's not really trying, he just needs to get the tune out,
Yeah.
but they've got it recorded, which is really kind of cool, and then you can see where it comes from.
Yeah.
um, and I've been like that, and watching the Beatles, the Get Back, and how
Mhm.
they develop a song
Yeah.
is fascinating, because like that's one of the most iconic songs, but that first few drafts, yeah, like
Yeah.
we're in the future, we know what's going to happen, and but we're watching you realize it, is just a weird
Yeah.
experience. And
Yeah.
I wonder what the process was like. I mean, how controlled this was. Not everybody talks
Mhm.
about their process so much, but like I've seen a lot of stuff with Lin Manuel Miranda, with talking about Hamilton, and like the
Yeah.
big main like this one came like this one came like this one came, but then the I'm not throwing away my shot took forever. Like,
Right.
because
Yeah.
I knew what I needed, but because then all the pressure builds up, because it's like, this is a showpiece, this is going to be the big song. What if I don't make it good enough to be the big song? And that's a lot of pressure, that kind of is reminiscent of doing a rock opera.
Yeah.
So that's
I think to like do it successfully like this I think he also has to maybe come from a place of an understanding of more than just music.
yes, okay,
Because I was learning some stuff about Pink Floyd, and I didn't know that in their earlier days they also wrote movie scores.
oh yeah,
Like
okay,
along with writing their albums, they did movies,
yeah,
and so that's why much later in their career they had these big grand albums that are very cinematic, because they kind of understand what it takes to make music that fits that.
yeah. And as because early Pink Floyd is ethereal and just kind of, you're
Yeah.
floating through a mood.
Right.
But then it does definitely, there's like they have album after album that's a story.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can feel that you're going on, like, even The Wall, of course, but Dark Side of the Moon, just you're going through this, it's a story the whole way through,
Right.
that you're on the ride. And even Wish You Were Here, that album that's on, is,
Yeah. I think it's just Wish You Were Here was
yeah,
the
Wish You
album.
Hear It, yeah. And so it's fascinating to see that. That also might speak to, because everybody, you've probably heard of it, but Dark Side of the Moon lining up with Wizard of Oz,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it does really well.
Right.
We did it one time, and it was just like, this is too creepy, and like, we didn't do that. And I'm like, that's fine, you didn't, but you did write movie scores, so you know timing of movies.
Right.
Because regardless how landmark a movie is, a lot of them follow certain formulas for timing and building the drama, and so
Right. Yeah.
yeah, if you write songs a certain way, it's too close, I think it's coincidence, but it is too close.
Right. Yeah.
So
It's cool. Yeah, and then I mean, like with this, they they had these big like marching band costumes they would
right.
wear, and I think Gerard even like dyed his hair white and would like kind of wear more white makeup to look kind of skeletal, and
Oh wow.
they really played into the theatrics of it. So I realized that a couple of the albums I talked about recently weren't really like influential to me personally. So I was wanting to find something that was more, and this is one of the first things I
Okay.
thought about, because I've always kind of been drawn to heavier music. Like I really like distortion and things like that, but I also really like rich harmonies and
Yeah.
more thoughtful part writing.
Okay.
And a lot of my early exposure to heavier music was things like punk or System of a Down or Rage, which the melody or the harmony of it isn't really the focus. It's just the intensity, which is
Right.
fine,
Right.
which is good. Not that any of those bands are bad, but this is really kind of the first thing I heard, whereas like this is heavy and also very musical.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot of inner working parts, and I think it stands out in emo music of the time as I think really kind of the pinnacle of creativity within the
Yeah.
genre. Like there's a lot more albums and bands that were foundational to
Sure.
emo and stuff, but I think this is where really where it peaks as far as I care to listen.
Yeah. It's interesting when you have a genre and then somebody comes along and wins the genre.
Yeah. Right.
So one my most poignant example of that, and it kind of go, is Bob Marley, because
Mm, yeah.
Bob Marley is amazing, and you think you like reggae because of Bob Marley, and then you listen to even stuff from his band members, because all of them were pretty famous,
Yeah.
and you listen to normal reggae music, and you're like, maybe I don't like reggae. I like Bob Marley, because some of it
Yeah.
is just really tough to listen to and really not fun and just kind of entertains itself. And I was
Mhm.
like, I don't maybe like reggae. I just like Bob Marley. It's and
Yeah.
he won.
Yeah.
he won he won that genre.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I always I think about like My Bloody Valentine too, because they
yeah.
pretty much created the shoegaze genre
Okay.
and perfected it.
Yeah.
So it's like they're loveless. It's just like this is this genre. This is as good as it can get, and it's great. And it's like, and no one
Yeah.
else has really done it better. Like not even themselves, really.
Right. You always wonder how you better yourself.
Yeah.
That's going to be the when bands keep going and can still excel. It's impressive, and you wonder, somebody like 21 Pilots, you've
Hmm.
done your story arc. What's going to happen?
Yeah.
And but the fact that they can produce a full album a couple times where every single song goes gold or platinum or whatever
Right.
means
Yeah.
that you're probably going to be okay. There's probably going to be more good music.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. This is just great. It's very
yeah.
catchy and thoughtful. As much as it is very much emo music, it doesn't feel repetitive at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just love it. I enjoy listening to it every time, and I don't know. I just been thinking about death a lot recently.
Oh no.
Not in like any kind of sad way, just like
Yeah.
how death and life work together. I think it's probably the Last Meals show. I think it's
Oh really?
his fault. I think it's Josh's fault. But it
Been
just has
watch-
been on my mind for a little while, and
You've been watching a lot of that. Is that what it is?
yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
But yeah.
Did you watch the Surge, Tarkanian?
Mhm.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Well, cool. That's really neat. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go and listen all the way through. I've heard the highlights, and I do like what I've heard.
Mhm.
So I'll have to go back and give it a real listen.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. It's interesting too, because like I've tried to listen to some of their other albums,
yeah,
and I do think they're good, but it just none of it feels as good as the Black Parade does. I just think everything about this is just top notch, and
yeah.
prefer it over anything else.
Yeah, so what are they up to now? Are they still doing albums or they kind of
They
tapered off?
There's sometimes been rumors. So from what I understood is that they wanted this to be their last album.
Oh,
Um
okay.
and I think because of contracts or something, there's an album after this
Okay.
that I think is just okay. There's some good songs, but some of it kind of feels like an obligation more than what
Yeah.
they wanted to do. And after the album came out, they kind of disbanded for a little while. Nowadays, like couple years ago, they started touring again, not super extensively, but
Yeah.
consistently.
I,
So they
I
do like a couple dozen shows a year. Like,
yeah, I just saw here they're going to be in Phoenix. Um
yeah, they had a show in Seattle, and each show they had different openers, and I think the one in Seattle had 100 Gex at it.
ah,
I was like, oh,
oh,
want to go to that so badly.
that's funny. Oh, they're not coming here till September 6th.
Oh yeah.
But in January they're in Peru and Chile.
Hmm.
That's fun.
Yeah. So they're still around, still
Yeah.
doing their thing, and
But like if he's writing Umbrella Academy,
yeah.
he's not hurting.
No, no, they're doing fine.
What it was a comic book first, is that what it was? Is it
Yeah,
like a graphic
right.
novel type of thing?
Yeah,
Yeah. Wild. That's cool. That's neat that there's more to them than just that. Than just the
yeah,
But yeah. Cool. Well, thanks for sharing that.
yeah.
That's
Of
good
course.
stuff. It makes me
Yeah.
think. It's a thoughtful thing.
Yeah,
So I'll go. I think of influential albums, and I like that have things that I chose on my own, right?
hmm
And so that kind of started with the Doors,
Oh
and
yeah,
and because lyrically that was a big influence because they cared about the lyrics, but they were also very accomplished musicians, which I didn't know at the time, but I clung. But their music is very storytelling like this. It's not the same kind of music, but there's
yeah,
you're not just thinking it's just songs. They had full albums, and
right.
especially like The End or something is just the story, and it's very intense. So
Really
it's
good.
amazing.
Yeah,
I like it.
but yeah. Thanks for listening. I think I've
Yeah.
talked for a long, long time.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
Almost
good.
2 hours. Jeez Louise.
Yeah. Well, you'll work it out.
I don't know. This might be the longest one. I don't think I started my recording pretty close to when we started
Yeah, it might be
the show.
fairly extensive. So that's good.
Cool.
That'll be
I'll have some
fun.
extra time.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
Well,
have a good week. Sounds
Yeah.
like you're traveling a lot, and
yeah. Hopefully I make it where I'm going.
yeah.
I might be stuck in New Jersey for a long time, or I might be stuck in Phoenix. I don't know.
Oh,
So we'll see.
good luck.
All right. Yeah. So thanks for anybody that's listening, and
Yeah.
and it was a lovely conversation. Go out and listen to the last album that they really wanted to do,
Right.
and hopefully enjoy it.
Definitely.
All right. See you, Max. Take care. Bye.
Bye.